Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan here today with another very interesting astrology video, because today I'm going to be interviewing two of my really great friends over here about their job and their career, and of course their midheaven. So these two have started an architectural firm together, so that's really cool. So before we get started, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit, Dear and him?
Sure. So, hi, my name is Dear. I'm 29 years old. Regarding my astrology, I have a sun in Taurus, a moon in Libra, a rising in Capricorn, and midheaven in Libra.
And now my turn. My name is Pim, and I'm a Gemini, sun in Gemini, and moon in Aquarius, and a rising stars in Libra. And my midheaven is in Cancer.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of people, watching the channel out there who are really interested in their midheaven signs. So with having a midheaven in Libra and in Cancer, maybe you can kind of tell us a little bit about, how did you make this career decision to become an architect in the first place? What draws you to becoming an architect?
Wait, excuse me, what is your midheaven?
My midheaven is in Pisces.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, Dear, why don't you go first?
Okay, so it started in high school, and I'm a student who loves both science and art. I took classes in chemistry, physics, and biology, but on the other hand, I also took design and technology and art. So I think architecture is a good combination in which the two can go together. And I think that's why I started become interested in architecture.
Okay, so you're both like an art and a science kind
No,
of
not
student.
both.
Just me, I guess.
That's
No,
not-
I mean Dear is both an art
Oh,
and
okay.
a science
Sorry.
kind of a student. Okay.
Okay, and for me, it's really strange how I get here, how I arrive here at this point, but I just, I don't know, I've always been since I was young, I love to read a lot of magazines, and I didn't, when I go to people's house, I used to dream before I went to bed, how I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna do this, but I didn't realize that I'm gonna be fixing and actually working on it like a career. So it's just that I love to read a lot of magazine, and I know that I become in very much interested in art. Even at the beginning I wanted to be a fashion designer, but somehow I don't know, it's just I end up in this, and I'm really with the design and everything, and I really like it. It's my place, and I'm just keep doing it, and I'm here. I don't know.
So that's really interesting, because with the midheaven in Cancer, you're saying that for you it's more of what you really feel is you imagine the people's homes and things like that, because that really suits the Cancer. They're very imaginative, and they do what they feel like is the right kind of thing to do. And Cancer rules the home as well, so architecture, designing people's home is very suitable for that. And for you, I think, Libra is a sign that's very balanced, and I think you kind of try to find this balance between art and science.
That's
right?
true. That's
Interesting. Yeah, and then of course Libra is a sign that's all about design and art and beauty, so creating beautiful things and design
That's
is
cool.
suitable for you. Yeah. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you actually do in your company.
So we started a company called Primary Workshop, and the reason it's called Primary Workshop is because we love simple primary things, but we want to make simple things great. And workshop because we want people that work here to be hands-on, not to sit in the computer and design, but we want them to experience things from the outside world and create design based on their experience.
Okay, that's very nice.
So what we do is that we mostly do, for now, we are also not just doing buildings on interior. We also work in product design or develop stuff for clients. So we are basically doing everything that involve like reinventing, thinking, and use the concept that a client told us, but they have something in mind, but they don't know how to say it. So we help them, like, because we are not limiting ourselves in only just design building. We just wanna have fun, because the more variety, I think, how we feel that people here who work with us, they are even like, you know, like it's something that is to break down from the ordinary architectural world, so we encourage all of this.
Okay, that's cool. That's also a bit innovative and different from the normal kind of. Okay, cool. I'm gonna look at your synastry.
Okay, what is synastry?
Okay, so if you're not familiar with synastry, it's like I take your chart, like Deer's chart and then Pim's chart, and then I just put them on top of each other to see like how you interact with each other, and it can show like why you're attracted to each other as like working partners and things like that.
Okay, why don't you tell us first, and we'll tell you if it's true or not.
Oh yeah, of course. So from your synastry, so I was looking, so Deer actually has a Venus in Aries at 2 degrees. So it's an early, you know, Venus in Aries, and Venus is the sign of, you know, of course, relationships. We're talking about like not romantic, but like working relationships. So it's like relationships, and it's also about money as well. Venus, yes. Venus is relationships and money, values and things like that. So Pim actually has a rising in Libra at 2 degrees, meaning that Pim actually has a descendant at 2 degrees Aries. So this means that Deer's Venus falls directly on Pim's descendant.
I mean, obvious soulmate, workmate, or is it something like that? How rare this is, like in percentage?
How rare? It's not common. I mean, you don't really get like exactly the same degrees, so that's going to create a lot of energy to partner. Yeah, because Venus is all about relationships and money, so it's coming into the house of partnerships, but it's exactly on the cusp of the house, so it's very strong. So that's why, you know, you guys just like bonded like that and just knew that you had to have some kind of business together.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So that's really cool. So yeah, what do you think, like in terms of your attraction for working together? Like, I'll just start with Deer. Like, what attracted you to Pim to work with her? Well, Pim, what attracted you to Deer to work with her? What like skills or abilities does she have that you think is good for you?
So I think like we're both really different, but in a good way. Like Pim has things, or is good at things that I'm not good at.
Okay, and what's that?
So I think she's very creative.
Okay.
I'm crazy.
And I'm not so creative. She's like creative, over the top,
crazy,
like a little bit crazy.
Okay.
But I'm like more logical and like maybe creative in a functional kind of way.
Okay.
Like, so that complements me really well, I think.
Okay. That's nice. And Pim, the same thing. Say something else.
No, it's true, because I'm also exactly gonna say the same. Deer has, I mean, okay, because Deer has the things that I don't, and it is compliment. Like there's stuff that I feel that I have so much things that I have to do and I need to do, but to do masterpiece, this cannot just. You know, like when I already have some good idea, I already jump into a new idea.
Okay.
But like, but sometimes it needs technical stuff, and mostly, or maybe not technical, not even logical, but she can help me make our work even greater.
Okay.
So without her, sometimes it's good, but not great. But she's give me some input that is like, yeah, I've never think about it this way, and sometimes we fight. Okay. But in fight. but deep down, I know that at the end there's a reason to it, and we come to find the best. What is good.
Okay. That's cool. And the other thing is, because Deer has her sun in Taurus, so that means her sun actually falls into your 8th house. So 8th house has a lot to do with shared resources and finances, as well as the 2nd house, so it's similar in that sense. So do you feel that this makes you guys workable in terms of sharing your resource, like money and, you know, things like that? What do you think about that? In terms of the
So we
finances,
never
is it
really
workable?
have any problem.
Yeah, I think these are more about trust. I don't know.
I completely trust her. Yeah.
It's the same. So,
So
I
we never thought about that. It's
Yeah.
not a
That's
problem
good,
at all.
that's good. So that means the astrology is so accurate.
Wait, just a minute. So you were saying the eighth house is
The house of shared resources.
okay,
shared
and I am.
finances.
What's my eighth house?
Your eighth house is ruled by Taurus.
I see.
And she has her sun in Taurus. So her sun is
Oh,
in your
okay.
eighth
Yeah,
house.
maybe it's like, you know, like Taurus is like stable, and you like to call to work. I don't know. Maybe we have the same mentality.
Okay,
So
maybe,
that's
yeah.
why, like, it's not like, you know, like either of us, like, okay, we love shopping, but it's not like we are here to spend. So
Yeah.
maybe we have the same, so we never crash.
Yes,
on,
because
like-
that would mean that you both have some saving, like ability to, or need to.
Is it a good thing?
save or
But
need
we
a
like
little
to
bit
shop
more
also,
money.
but yeah, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But we know that like getting the business running is kind of like the main priority. So
Okay,
like getting the business running is kind of like the main priority.
Okay.
So we never really put our own thing before
Oh.
the business. Yeah.
Something which is like a moon square Mercury. So Pim's moon is in Aquarius, so it's making a square to Deer's Mercury, which is in Taurus. So the moon has a lot to do with our, shall I say, irrational side of us, which everybody has an irrational kind of a
What
side.
is your moon? What is her moon?
Her moon is in Libra.
Libra, my moon? No,
It's in
you were saying
Aquarius.
it's a square.
Moon and Mercury.
Okay.
So because, do you feel that? But and the Mercury is more of like the rational side of us, what we think is right and makes sense. So do you sometimes have this clash where Pim really kind of feels she wants to use her emotions to do something or be a little bit crazy or be a little bit wild, but Deer thinks it's not so practical or it doesn't make sense to her? Is this a conflict between you guys?
Sometimes, yeah.
For
both
Deer,
of
it will
them.
feel like you're not making much sense or you're being a bit silly or something like that. But for you, it's kind of like, why can't I just be myself in this sense? Why can't I just be a little bit crazy? You will feel
Oh,
like
okay. I
this-
found an example.
Okay.
Okay.
This is not to hurt you, but it's just like we have this idea of like a yellow stair in front of the office,
Okay.
and I was concerned about head height. You know how people are like when they're walking up the stair, they shouldn't hit their head on like a balcony or something.
Yeah, okay.
But she wants this experience to be kind of like adventurous. She doesn't really care about head height. Like she
Oh.
said, people can be kind of like adventurous sometimes.
Yeah, because I want to save the space as much as possible. Because if you can
okay.
tuck that in, you have that little corner that people could
Okay.
sit. So I would say, okay, why cannot we be a little bit adventurous? You know, like it's
Okay.
And for me, I was thinking this is an architecture firm. I wanted to make like good stair where
Okay.
people don't complain about like head height, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good example. of that.
Yeah,
No
good,
working
good, good.
relationship. Yeah, because the Aquarius moon is, if it makes sense, but it just has this little, you know.
Yeah, like I have this weird thing that is like I can go on with it because for me to save the space, but which is
Yeah.
like we can.
But-
This is something that is good because if you always look at one side, then so what about this? You know, like on her point, she wanted to make a good stair,
Yeah.
but then doesn't matter if the space down and then we can fix it later. But to see other point, you can, you know, like we can even make better things and
Give different perspectives.
yeah,
to
and
situation.
this is the point of having a partner.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you stay by yourself and you build it. That's it.
Let's talk about Deer's moon in Libra first. Because do you
Yeah,
feel
what is
that?
moon in Libra?
Do you feel that the way she approaches life and the way she expresses herself outwardly and the way she looks, do you feel that makes it easy for you to bond with her in a way, like from your moon level? You maybe have like inside of you, you feel you more emotional, you feel good when you are in balance, when you have some kind of balance and you have some beautiful things in your life and things look nice and beautiful in your life. So do you feel that Pim brings this into your life just by being who she is, like her personality and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
I think so.
Okay. How? Can you talk a little bit more?
I think Pim is a very caring person. Like,
Okay.
she cares about other people's feelings.
Oh,
And-
you didn't get paid for saying.
What?
You didn't get paid for saying this. No.
I think that totally makes sense then.
Yeah, so I think she's caring and understanding, and
Okay.
I think that makes me comfortable being around her.
Okay. So she's
Yeah.
kind of gentle maybe in a way, or kind.
Yeah, right.
I feel that even like our I know that how different we are, but no matter personality, whatever, the way we think, she's more logical, I am more like crazy, almost irrational.
Okay.
No, like I have my little weird logic that is sometimes not really common. Like I know that no matter how different, we have this deep understanding that both of us, maybe it's because of Libra, we never going to be aggressive to each other or to other people, and this is give me like we never would hurt each other.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Because
Then
you're so different.
I would never, no matter like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I
cool.
don't know that is it if it like having to do with Libra.
Yeah. The other thing is that Pim's Mars, which is actually in Cancer, is actually also in Deer's 7th house, which is also the house of partnerships. So the way that Pim actually pursues, and Pim's Mars is actually in her 10th house, which is house of career. So you actually are very career orientated anyways. You like to put a lot of energy into your
And
work,
she's also
right?
Capricorn, so
Yeah. And so that energy that she puts into her work is coming into your house of partnership. So you feel that the way Pim has her energy and uses her energy and pursues her ambition is very attractive to you to join together and work together. What do you think about that?
I think so.
Okay.
I think she has a lot more energy than me, like
Okay.
in terms of energy. Like,
Yeah.
so architecture is a field where you have to kind of like talk and coordinate with different party, like the contractor and all that. And with her energy, I think it's very good.
Yeah.
Like now she's in charge of kind of like coordinating with contractor. So I think like I never have that energy to do something like that, and I think it complements me really well.
no, but I feel that like as an architect, you not just always have to organize. You always have to organize the people at the back of the house, and this very good because
What do you mean by
we have
people at
different
the back of
energy.
the house?
Like how
In
we
the
run, like
office.
work in the office, how the system going to run. It's not just you are okay. Yes, we organize with the outsider, but in the same time inside, we also need to organize. And she's very good.
Okay.
And I mean, okay, yes, I feel that I have this energy to reach out and openness to bring and gather new people, like new sources, but in the same time to keep it and to organize it and to make sure that all of this great energy is actually put into, to build stuff that need her to help this, because I cannot just every day reaching out new stuff and really interesting stuff, but never really have time to manage.
Okay.
And so this is good. Yeah.
So do you have any general career advice for the people watching who are not really sure like what career to go into and things like that? Not astrology, just a general career advice.
Yeah, why don't you go first, because maybe we both give different
Okay.
Okay, I think getting into the career that you really like or really love is very important, because it's something that you have to do, and it's something that stays with you for almost like the rest of your life until you retire maybe. So I think like I know people who got into college and then drop out to find a better kind of like career that suits them. I think when I was young, I thought it's such a waste of time, but actually if I look back and understand like that situation, I think it's not a bad idea, because wasting maybe 1 or 2 years of your life for something that you would be with for the rest of your life is maybe worth it. So I think
Yeah,
You
I
need
think that's
to-
so true.
I think you
Yeah.
need to kind of like know yourself
Yeah.
and know what you like And
Yeah.
I think doing the things that you like.
I think that makes so much sense, and it's also very balancing as well. With just the 1 or 2 years, right, for what you can get for the whole the rest of your life. I think
So I think it's not bad if you want to start over now. Like if you think that you've made the wrong choice in studying something that you might not like, it might not be bad to like start again. Or for those who don't know yet what they like, then I think don't stop like looking for the things that you love.
That's so nice. Yeah. And you?
For me, career advice would be like, I mean, like people has different way to find things they do, but the most important thing I think to never stop, to just keep on doing. Like I believe that everyone has something to do, but if you don't do something, you don't know what that is. So whatever, if you don't like your job, just keep doing it. One day you will connect it somehow. And just keep on. I don't know, just don't stop. Maybe you don't have time to take a gap year because it's already too late, but you can work on the weekend or on the side, but never like just don't do anything, because
just do nothing.
you
like
the
that.
energy
Just do
can
something,
like back in you to stay in the same, the energy never flow, and you just keep on whatever, go out and or even go out and start to talk to people, and then you somehow by little you can create, and then just try to
something will just happen. So actually, guys, you know, Primary Workshop produces a lot of really interesting products, like this vase.
no, the lamp.
Oh, like the lamp behind
tripod.
me, you can see it, and things around, you know, like little bits of furniture and things. And right now they have a really new cool product, which I am also kind of
Primary Workshop Apollo X 10 Astrology.
yes, Primary Workshop X10 Astrology, and it's this really beautiful zodiac bracelet.
Yes, and you can also customize it or by names or the word that you like the one I'm wearing. It said calm.
Yeah, so I've got the Taurus.
And the one you were wearing, what is it?
Hope.
Hope, yeah. So you can customize it and get any color and words.
Yeah, and she got the one that says Taurus.
Yeah.
And it's only $10.
Yes, and it's
only $10.
and it's made of the recycle
Okay,
telephone wire.
It's made out of recycled telephone wire, so it's super like environmentally friendly and just a great cause in general. So they have a website, all the stuff is there, and a Facebook page as well, and all the stuff is there on Facebook. So if anybody is interested, something for you guys there.
Yeah, just something that, you know, like the one I have, I will wear it and look at it and to make sure that I stay calm. It's like from looking from our synastry, what can we do to be better?
To be better.
To be better as like partnership and
Okay, I will look at your composite chart. Okay, so in your composite chart, you have a sun in the 7th house, which is the house of partnerships. So you're a great partner together. You feel like you belong in a way, and you have a lot of planets in your 6th house. Is house of work. Mercury, Mars, and Venus. So in your 6th house, the house of everyday working environment. So there's a lot of energy put there, which is really good to have. But you also have, let's see, you have some Pluto stuff there. Like for example, you have a Pluto in Scorpio opposite Mars in Taurus. So Pluto opposite Mars is really like your ego. Sometimes maybe there's a bit of an ego battle or ego war, like you think you are right, but the other person also thinks they are right. But if you can keep calm and think that, oh, this is about the work, not about me being right, or about me, you know, proving that my idea is better than your idea or something like that, it can probably, you can find a compromise there.
I see.
But your Saturn is very good. You have a Saturn trine Sun, trine Mercury, and trine Mars. So this is a long-term, to make this a long-term thing is very workable. There's stability there in that sense. And it's not like a stability that makes you feel it's too much responsibility. It's a constant, like, nice stability in work and in career. So that's good.
Cool.
So that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. If you do, then give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't.
And if any of you guys want to know more about like partner, maybe you can ask you more. Whatever.
Yeah, so I do birth chart readings. I also do synastry chart readings for relationship compatibility, and maybe
Business
if you want to know
partners.
about business partner compatibility, maybe that can work.
Yeah, I think it's really important.
I have a website. All the information is there in the description box below. You can open that up and have a look. And yeah, I think that's it for today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.